Oh, yeah. Well, I decided to take tomorrow off. Yeah. Here's a little Ron White experience for you. All right. I decided to take tomorrow off as a mental health day because it's been cold in my factory. Okay. It's been colder than a witch's tit in February. It's been colder than a well digger's ass. It's getting down around 40 to 45 degrees because they're doing construction where I'm working. So they're opening all these big doors, leaving them open. The heater's set on 90. It's not above like 45, all right? And I'm like working in this for the last few weeks, and I finally had enough. Tomorrow's Friday. I got 2 sick days. That time builds up, and I'm like texting my boss. I says, hey, it's kind of warm here. It's kind of like real cold there. Do you mind if I take the day off tomorrow? And he's like, no, go ahead. Tomorrow's Friday. Have a great weekend. And I was like, all right, you sure? He says, I'll come in if you need me to come in. No, he says. So I'm like, I came home and I only had 4 beers. Now I got 2 bottles of bourbon, but I don't drink that on work nights. But apparently tonight is turned into a non-work night. So cheers. So I'm like, man, I only had 4 beers. I was going to go to bed. Then I decided I have to have a mental health day where my brain can warm up. All right. Instead of working in 45-degree weather at work. I don't get paid to work outside, but it's like outside, inside. It's 16 fucking degrees here, man. So I order my 30 pack, all right, right next to me, a Busch beer, because I only had 4. And I drank all 4. And now that I know I'm not going to work tomorrow, I want more beer. I don't want to drink this stuff all night. Otherwise, I'll wake up feeling like. Anyways, I ordered this 30 rack of beer, and I get a text, a notification, you might say. It says, it says, King Charles is arriving. I was like, what the fuck? King Charles is bringing my beer? Didn't know there was a King Charles. But sure enough, this guy rolls up in a big-ass SUV. It's snowing like a bitch out there. There's a foot of snow out there, and this freaking black guy is out working his ass off to feed whatever he wants to feed. I didn't really get too involved in that. And he walks up. I says, I just throw it down there, I says, are you King Charles? Yeah, man, I'm King Charles. I says, man, that gets you an extra $5 tip. Because any black man that can come out in a blizzard, all right, and bring beer to me, you deserve it. He's like, no, man, I ain't like my brothers. sitting at home rent free. The heat's paid by the landlord. The heat's set at 65 degrees. So they take an ice bag and they put it on top of the locked heat box. And so the heater thinks it's only like 32 degrees. And the temperature goes up to 90. And they think they'll be back in Africa. I was like, man, I don't need to hear this. He says, well, people ought to hear this. I was like, no, man. I'm good. Here's my license. You can scan it. I'm like laughing my ass off. I says, all right, King Charles. Are you the first, second, or third? He's like, I'm the fifth. My daddy was busy. Oh, my God. I don't need to hear this. Yeah. That's my Ron White experience for the night.